today we are doing page 6, and this page is basically the war room. Yeah, so basically showed a zoomed in version of this, and now we are going to just clean up some of the mistakes and yeah, it's like a transition panel, if anything. These guys may need to be a bit shorter. I look a bit too tall for the scene. I think that's a bit better. And it shows kind of depth. Yes, okay. Right. So I'm going to clean this up. First thing we need to do is probably get rid of these symbols. Right. And just move that into here. We start deleting the background, I think. I just want to make sure sovereign needs to be a bit more merged, like here. Okay, that seems a bit better. I'm going to probably blur out a lot of it. Yeah, let me just keep them separate. Let's keep them all separate. I think I am going to just do the line work on the cape again, because we're slightly missing it here. I believe it's, oops. I'm going to go for a 3. That's a bit too much. Let's go for 2. And I won't notice these too much. This one might be a 3. That's fine. It needs to stay. Okay. And what I'm going to do is remove the background. and we will just have all of this blurred. So it's mostly focusing on the characters at the front. Like a 7, I think a 7 will be fine. You can still see the details, but maybe a 10, because then I can make everything else blurred. Yeah, let's do that. And for the background, I will have maybe this as a 5. See what a 10 looks like. Maybe that'd be too much. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Let's just do a 10. And then these guys will be in like the high detail. So let's start getting rid of these. Let's do Astra's bubble butt. Can't forget that. Oops. And if you guys are watching on Kick but you want a different view, you can go on the YouTube the YouTube channel, which will give you the other, give you a PC version, because Streamlabs don't allow you to multi-stream without having, I think you have to be subscribed, I can't remember, if you want to do the same angle, which is vertical or horizontal. So pick your poison. If you watch on phone, you can probably watch on Kick. If you're watching on YouTube, then you definitely want to watch on the PC. Well, that should be there. I don't think you have gloves like with fingernails, mate. Yeah, there you go. And these don't exist with gloves. And all of these. Crinkles will be there, but that's about it. There we go. We'll do our backgrounds. Oops. See, the blur is taking effect now. It's like everything is blurred and it focuses on the characters rather than the background. So foreground. That's what we want for this scene. Just getting rid of all these merging lines. think that is done. Looks good. Alright, let me just open up the editing software. Add some text to it. I also want to get those banners. Where did I put the banners? And I did forget to save them yesterday. I even said to myself, like, I should save these, considering that they're everywhere in the comic book, and I could just copy paste them. And I forgot. It's like the third time now. God, I think I'm just going to create a new save file now with them. That's one done. I might keep this one. And that one, because this one here, I can just shove on flagpoles. It's mostly this one I stretch and so on and so forth. This one could be like a battle flag or something. Yeah, so let me just oh, it appeared on this screen today. Okay, that's unusual. I'm just going to create a new image. Yeah. And then just shove this here. Expand it a bit. Some spacing. And get rid of this, and we just duplicate this. So it's kind of nice and dark. There we go. Merge that. Let's turn this into a PNG because we don't need to edit it. Let's save as a PNG. Grey model flag design. Where should we put these? TTC, yeah, let's put them in TTC. And as a PNG file, save. Okay. Now we can get rid of those. And we can delete. So I want to grab this copy this and then just delete the actual thing because there's white stuff that, you know, it's hard to see because a lot of it is white. So I don't want nothing to conflict here, and I did it wrong. Okay, well, whatever. I can, to be honest, I don't know if this is going to work, but we'll try it. So we need to go here, stretch it all the way down. There's a space between there and there. And then I need to do this. And this is going to make my computer go mental, because it hates it when I do this. It's like a 3D thing. I can twist it like this. It actually didn't go crazy today. Nice. But we want to flip that like so, because we want to have it kind of facing one another. So you can see this one in the background is facing that way, so we want this one to be facing that way too. Let's just have a little bit of space. There's about a space here. I can go down a bit then. That should be enough. Let's Control C that, Control V that. And let's get our, where's my alignment tool? There it is. So I like to use this to line up the eyes because they're always centered. Oops, I went a bit crazy there. There we go. All right, now let's flip this and the zoom in, and let's put the eyes. So eyes are up in there, and that should be exactly, yeah, perfect. So these should be the flags. Great. So we can get rid of these, get rid of that alignment tool, and now get rid of this. Wrong thing, I'm thinking. Yes, wrong page. There we go. And let's merge these together because they are one thing. And because they are too detailed versus the other ones in the background, let's give these a blur. And we did 10 on the blur last time, so let's try that now. That is pretty good. What I might do is, before I do the blur, oops, I want to mention, I Control C, I mean, so that is, go like this. Wait, let's not do that. Let's duplicate once, and that should refine the ink. Merge those, and just merge something else by mistake. No, everything's good. Now we saturate them a little bit. Let's say that should be enough. And it should be 70 actually. And now we go for the blur, which will be 10. Boom, there we go. And I think we can maybe increase this a little bit. Oops. Yeah, that seems good. And I will merge that with the BMG down below, so it's one panel now. Lovely. Okay, so it opens in the background. Astra's there. You've got the lieutenant here, and now we just need to check some stuff. So let's open up the other panel, the panel before, which is panel 5. And we kind of just need to see if this panel keeps on flipping for some reason. Wait, I know why. I know why. I pressed the hotkey to actually flip it the other way. So yes, that should do the trick. Now I save it. I will save as create a file, page 5, yes. Right, now let's see if anything is inconsistent. Flag is shown there. We do have a problem with the background, I think. Let me just have a look here. I think, yeah, so there is, I wanted to have both of these in the image, didn't I? Yeah, that's better. So go save. And just save over that. I'm probably going to have to do the other one as well. I'm probably going to have to exploit it. I'll do that after stream, I guess. Right, and I don't forget. Right. So inconsistencies. Table. Weapons, flags. Two of those. Chandelier. Okay, so the roof is a bit but it's fine. It's not too bad. Bookshelf. Okay, so everything's fine. There's no inconsistencies with the AI. I just need to put some words here now. So let's have my king. I guess it'll be a capital K. I have returned Astra. Second. Yep, I'm just gonna have this version of text. Okay, advanced. Let's make sure we got the right font. I believe it's this one. And we want to have it pretty big. Let's have it 56 on the scale. And so watch on there. Yeah, that's right. So let's save that. And we'll put that in Text watermarks. Okay. Let's have it. About here, I think. And we'll probably just have the generic kind of speech bubble. And let's see if we can read that from here. And can make it a bit more bigger. Yeah, that's good. Let me just rescale this. And let's have Sovereign say should we name the lieutenant or just keep him lieutenant? I feel like if we maybe give him a name, call him, let's have a look. Maybe we kill him off in the comic book early. So let's have a look. We got Roland. Ooh, that's a good one. Eric, that's quite nice. Gareth, Marcus. I don't want that because that's one of my neighbors that I hate. Though it would be funny to have his name and then actually kill him off in the story. Just out of spite. Alric, is that? I've never heard of that name before. Darius, that's a cool name. Tristan, I don't want Tristan. Don't want Alric, that sounds weird. Gareth. I think Roland might be a pretty cool name. You know what, let's just go with Gareth. I think Gareth is a pretty cool name. So me and let's see. How would I explain it? So I would say, good. Astra, Gareth, join me. and explain strategy. Could you let's talk strategy? Discuss strategy, report. Let's say good Astra Gareth, let's talk strategy for the defense. Defense dot and let us the hell is that? That's a weird sound. What the hell is that? It sounds like someone is got like a knife and scraping the face of the wall. God, that's a weird sound. Aliens. What the? I think someone's got a drone outside my house. 1 second, guys. Oh, that was so weird. I think undercover police are raiding my next door neighbor's house. They got some sort of machine or something. You might hear some banging in a minute, I'm not too sure. Right, so just another day where I did. Yeah. Okay, let's put that there and get another one of these because we don't want to. There's two versions of these speech bubbles. One is more dramatic than the other, but I don't really want that. And I'll probably move these up in a minute, move these around. I always move them around. So let me just see. That one is with that one. Let's merge these two together. Okay, and these two are together. loose. All right, let's move these around. So we can maybe have I've got an idea. Okay, put that at the top. That looks kind of better. We might just, yeah, let's just shove it up here. There you go. Don't want to block his big head, but yeah. Okay, and then this one will be more like here, I guess. Obviously, we'll have it above the panel. And I think that is good, to be honest. Let's make sure we can read it. Good, Astra, go, let's discuss strategy for developments. Making, I have written. So, normally in comic books, it goes from right to left, right, left. So, this one's a bit hard because they're here. I think I can probably overlook it. Let me just move stuff around. I've got an idea. Let's delete this. We'll add the text again. But this time I will flip the bubble vertically and horizontally, I think. That way I think I can have it. Hold on. Like this. So it goes top, bottom, like this. It might be a bit smaller, but I think it should be right. I think you kind of get the idea. Let's merge that. That didn't merge. What's going on? Oh, I pressed the save hotkey. let's just have a look. Maybe we can. I suppose it's okay having to go over Astra a bit, I guess. I don't want the users, the readers, sorry, to struggle reading it. I've got an idea. Another idea. Let us, yeah, if I flip this not horizontally, vertically, and then horizontally, there we go. And then I just bring this down a bit, stretch it out. Then I merge these layers below. And now I can drag it up, so it should be the first thing you read is the top, like this. Wait, that wasn't right. Is that not even possible? I don't think it's possible. In my head I had this little corner. I'm just gonna cheat. I'm going to cheat. Hold on. I'm just gonna cheat. So nobody will know, guys. Nobody will know. It's fine. Alright, there we go. And then I'll be careful not to spill my water on my computer. That would be an interesting day. Right, let me just grab this here. Let's put a bit of white there. Instead of the Gaussian blur, let's just do a manual blur. There we go. Nobody will ever know. Yeah, be our little secret. Oops. I smell burning all the bloody time. I'm having a stroke, guys. I can smell burning. Or is it a heart attack? I can't remember. When you smell burning, it's one or the other. Alright. So now, when you zoom out, you can't even tell the difference. There we go. We cheated the system. Right. So now all that's good. Let's just merge that together. We'll rename that into text. Text. Yeah. That should be work. Okay. And we can rename this to Gareth. Gareth. I should have put Lieutenant Gareth. That would have been a mistake. more kind of understandable. Oh well. Right, so let's save this. I've got a weird autosave there. Don't know why that is. So that's page 6 done there. In the next panel will be him saying, Astra, let me bring you up to speed, because previously the way that the episode 2 is, so episode 1 at the end, he sees Draco, he knows that he's going to be attacked, and then he rides his horse like really hard and when he gets to Silverwatch, he realizes that he's made time, so the attack is not quite ready. But realistically, it wasn't based on that. It was based on the time of day. So like vampires need nighttime to move, right? So this next attack is gonna be like vampires attacking and all kind of evil creatures that require non-sunlight to attack. And so it's kind of like it's getting dark, the sun's finally going down, hence the title, The Last Sunset. And after this, the sun cannot be seen ever again in the series because of the darkness that is coming. Kind of like Lord of the Rings, where they use their kind of shadow aura to block out the sun with the clouds. It's kind of like that. And he runs back, barks some orders. He tells the lieutenant, Gareth, to find Astra. The lieutenant finds him, brings him to the war room, which is shown in the last image. And then the next panel will probably be just them at the table looking at the 3D map and planning a defense. So probably have him like pointing at certain things. I might make the next one have some weird kind of breakdown on the line work. So it might be where is it? Pen, black. So I might have something like this, and then I might have this one just opened, or I might just have it like this. So it might just be split panels talking about 4 things with different illustrations. And so maybe like this top panel here will be something like Astra, let me bring you up to speed, which is her here. Then him talking about the portal and the ring and all that, and him having the idea that we're about to be attacked, like a sneak attack is about to happen, which catches Astra up. The lieutenant already knows. Then they start pointing here, maybe at like the 3D map, like we should put some defenses here, you know, and we need to do this, blah blah blah. And then maybe Astra points to a weak point that she knows of, that not many people know of, because don't forget she is a lot older than Sovereign, because she's a elf, so they live, well, dark elves live less than not high elves, but elves in general, but not a huge difference. So she's quite old, she's like 140 or something, which is still basically just like in the 20s for men, you know, not even that. I mean, I think I gave elves the lifespan of 500 years in my lore. I got to look it up, but it's not like Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is 5,000, but I felt like that was too much, because Deception Falls from Heaven takes, I think it takes 1,000 years for to fall from heaven down to the realms. But yeah, I think I might have something like that later on with the panels. Let's just save this. So save that. And we need to go exploit advanced. And just save this as a PNG into the Webtoon. And I think I will probably upload this as the next 3 images tonight. Well, it is tonight really, but after the stream I'll probably upload it. So 6. No, I did set up a bot for my stream. I'm not too sure if it's working. It doesn't seem to be working. Let me just try something. Yeah, normally there should be like a cloud bot that activates, but it doesn't seem to be doing it. I might have to put it inside the actual chat itself, not in Streamlabs. Let me just get the command. Find the bloody command where I wrote it down. /mod Streamlabs. Oh wait, it's got a copy paste. Let me try it in YouTube. I don't know if this is going to work. If it will activate it. Always makes me jump, that does. There we go. So it's working on Gig. I don't know if it's worked on YouTube, but it definitely did say something. So I think in like 5 or 10 minutes you should start seeing links. We'll test it out and have a look to see if it works. If not, then I'm gonna have to play around a little bit. Actually, it does say something on the YouTube. No, it's just chat overlay. Okay. So just got to look at my script for the next scene. Episode 2 script. Okay, so a little bit, I did change it last minute. So originally, Sovereign rides in to the city, alerting Astra straight away. But instead, he alerted the lieutenant. I thought that was more appropriate to show that Astra is like a smipper. Like she's a warlock, but she's also got the Omni Gauntlet, which allows her to smith and create artifacts. If you haven't watched my new artifact video, you can watch that on YouTube. Omnipotent Saga. It explains artifacts a bit more. I thought it was necessary considering that we are showing that off, hinting it a bit in the story. Eventually you'll see a lot more about the special artifact powers come into play. Yeah, so Sky slowly darkens, strange lights appears in the forest. Hundreds of lights then begin to move. Red eyes appear in the darkness. Vampires attack Silverwatch. Battle erupts on the walls. Sovereign joins the defenses. The defenses begin pushing the vampires back. That was the opposite. Let's say struggle to push the vampires back. And then after that, we're going to have a thing called a mountain troll appear, which in my realm is way bigger than Lord of the Rings. So I believe mountain trolls are 14-foot tall. I need to research that up. But on my one, they're like siege towers. They literally use them as siege towers. So they will climb on their backs, so they'll probably be something like 30 to 40 foot tall. Like monstrosities of creatures. So the attack is going to have those. They're extremely weak to sunlight. If they get sunlight on their skin turns to stone, like in Tolkien. I want to kind of keep that to kind of like their weakness, which is why we call it the last sunset. Because now is the time to do all of this attack, because there's a castle is designed to defend a location and hold out for the longest possible. It's what castles are designed for. Castle walls and inner walls, outer walls, the gaping walls, whatever you want to call it. There's like holes in walls sometimes where they let people in, but it's like a funnel system. So in Lord of the Rings, they had this stairs, and that was an exposed staircase straight to the inner walls. And the reason why they did that is literally because if they are charging out the cavalry, they'll all be bottlenecked into a small location. And also that castle had a lot of levels of the heights of the walls. So I think it was Helm's Deep had, I think, 3 layers of walls, and then they had a massive tower on top of the castle. So you can imagine 3 different heights of arrows raining down in this small bottleneck area. So that's kind of what I want to do. I want to create certain things like that for the siege that's coming up with the mountain troll, because he's the one that breaks the wall and gets all the vampires in. And that's when I feel like Sovereign needs to be Astra maybe be on the outer walls, maybe Sovereign in the inner walls. He is technically king, he should be safe. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. So the next panel is just going to be a close-up, I think. So probably going to be using some old assets. Probably going to be using this asset here. I have to delete a few of this. Not too sure. We'll see. Maybe we'll generate a new one. That's the other one I got. I'm not too sure yet. This is kind of how it is. So these are like the inner walls, but that's the castle walls. But these walls don't exist. It's just the AI being what it is, right? So these walls don't exist. So the town is kind of exposed. So that's why they get all the villagers to go inside the inner wall. But these inner wall is kind of like fake. To be honest, this wall should be like here. So it's like here, right? And then the majority of the villages are like you see here outside. But you know, AI struggles to do that a lot. So, and I'm not going to create what 5, 7, 8,000 little huts. I'm not going to do that. It'll take me years. Not literally, but you know, you get the idea. Plus, when you've got something like this, they're little tiny dots on the map, you know. So, yes, I think the next one is the next three are going to be slightly boring. So, in short, this is the script I got. Let me just drag off the independent one. I don't want to show everything. So this is kind of like the script I got. So originally we was going to have this as the cliffhanger, but and then it goes into episode 2. But we are only 6 images in. I do roughly between 3 to 6 images a week. I normally do 30 pages per episode, which is now transformed into 90 pages per episode. So we're gonna have to, and we're roughly here, right? I've just added a bit more stuff to the script. So we have got, yeah, we've covered 3 of the 6. So this is all 6 panels here, roughly. All at 6 panels. So I'm guessing something like this. Let's see, but this would probably be another 3 to 6. And then this could be anything from 6 to 20. We have to see. But I will just extend them, and yeah, I try and do as much combat scenes as possible. And I've got some new technology that I'm looking at, which helps with posing and fancy combat moves. So we'll see if that works. It's still early days. Originally, I have a 3D mannequin. It's pretty realistic. It moves like a human does, and so you can't contort the body, without it being realistic. So what I normally do is I use that for references. Then either I shove that in the AI, or if depending on the motion, it might give me a hard time. So I have to put individually the armor pieces on the mannequin individually, because otherwise the AI just goes mental. It just doesn't understand, and it's like more work than you originally had. So we'll see. But I've got a few here. Some of them are pretty bad. I'll see if I can find you some. I don't know. They should be under the main character. Let's have a look. Desktop projects. Where is Sovereign? Sovereign, where are you? I need to get icons for all my folders. So I've got thousands of folders now. I mean, the pictures, not folders, but still. So yeah, I've got a few here. And this is what you have to do with the AI. You basically have to keep everything. Just literally just keep everything. And then you can make other images with other images. You can see that this was in a video I created. But the thing I looked at is just, you see, like this is kind of combat style. You got these, and then these, right? With this is like your typical manhwa thing, where it's like the blade spins around and it wraps like this. But don't forget, spears do bend a lot. A lot of people don't understand that, but spears were designed to bend. Not like this. This is just bad AI. You know, but the pose is the goal, right? That's the main thing. What else do we have there? Yeah, all sorts of weird stuff. I think I showed you all these. Yeah, so I'm just experimenting with the battle poses right now. Bit by bit I'm doing them. I might switch from using GPT to Grok, because Grok is better at looking at your image and copying ideas, recreating ideas. Astra feels like it has I named my AI Astra. GPT feels more like a AI that is really, really good at manhwa style, and even manga style. It feels like it's really good. Maybe I've because my AI is personalized. I've customized it completely. So maybe it's just that, but GPT does seem to be really good for creating comic books. But I feel like Grok is the best AI for consistency right now, because there's so much, it goes back and forth, to be honest with you, but there's just so much inconsistency about, like, it's very hard for my, I need to fix that. It's very hard for my AI. Oh, that's why I haven't done the version, but it's very hard for my AI to actually get the gets sovereign wrong now. It's just, when I show it a picture, it's always kind of like, oh yeah, this is him, and it's pretty much like 90% right. Like, there's nothing here that is wrong, and this is just one generation. I mean, yes, you have these parts, but that was just because the angle, really. These are slightly wrong. They do change every now and then, but I'm not bothered about that. This muscles maybe change every now and then, but the consistency is very good, you know. So, but yeah, I think that's I normally just do one panel every stream, so you guys can watch it per panel, because I record this and put it onto YouTube. So that's pretty much where we're going. If you enjoyed today, give the video on YouTube a like, or even subscribe on YouTube or Kick. We actually just hit 407 subscribers today, so I'm almost at my first milestone already, which is 500 subscribers. I'm probably going to do a massive thank you video. Can't believe people have actually subscribed, and it's already taken over my gaming channel, which is great. I mean, I had a very small gaming channel. I used to play Backdoes Online a lot religiously, and I think I have just under 400 subs there. 380, 390, something like that. And yeah, I never really asked for subscribers. I don't really like beg or anything like that. Just maybe do a casual ask. And this project is like a passion project. It feels to me, this project feels religious to me, like it's from a higher purpose or something. I treat it like that because it's the entire story. The characters have personality traits from that are inside me and my family and the things that have happened in real life. So, you know, I'm basically creating a story that is based on my life, I guess you could say, in some ways. But it's got fantasy elements to it, right? And that's why this passion project feels so close to me. It's not just because I'm making it, it feels like I am putting my story, my life story, instead of a book, I'm doing it in a comic book, you know. Instead of like just writing a novel, it's a comic book, right? So yeah, that's kind of what the project was to me. And if you like it, you can always go to Ko-Fi as well. There's a gallery there, and that basically allows shows you some sneak peeks of stuff. But if you want to go to Webtoon, the project is called Omnipotent, so it's in the title here. You can have a look at that. There will be 3 more panels or pages, I say, uploaded today. The Last Sunset is episode 2, and this stretch, kind of like the script that I'm showing you. Where's it gone? Yeah, so all this is like, this would be the entire season. So I think I made episode 8 from here, but this is just a rough draft. It's not concrete. Nothing here is concrete. So I don't mind showing it on YouTube or whatever because it's not concrete script. I build something and then I'm like, I do the panels, and like you just saw, instead of Sovereign talking to Astra, she talked to the Lieutenant. Instead of the defences being prepared straight away, we just skip all that and we just go to the warp room, you know, and so on and so forth. That's basically how I build it. It's very light. I do not like putting concrete scripts. It feels so final, because when you're creating a script, the way I think about stuff, it's like I put it down, and as I'm drawing, I will have another idea which will change the script. And if I keep doing that, there will be like 20 scripts and I never get it done. So I let my personality or drawing, because I do rough designs before I stream, art designs, I let that kind of let the script talk for it. I let that talk for the script more, and the path of the project. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the project. That was just a short stream today. I mean, I'm going to keep these pretty short. I might do some longer streams, we'll see. But again, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.